Hello everybody, you're here with Claro Beauty with your host Claudia Lara. Thank you very much for tuning in. So happy to be here with you today. So I was not planning to film because I've been trouble with my phone. It keeps dropping on me. So if it drops today, I apologize. I'm working on it. I'm getting a new one and also I'm looking for a camera. So bear with me. Hopefully we'll finalize all of that technology this week. So I have a lot of things to share with you, but I'll be doing it throughout because again, I don't know if the video will last. So I do want to dive into what we have for today. I actually going to film a different video and that's where I was preparing to. And then I play with some makeup and I loved it and I just wanted to share it with you because it's all new to me. And so I'm like, all right, I'll film this and then the other one. I won't tell you what the other one is, so it can be a surprise. Anyhow, so today I ordered the Pat McGrath Blush Fleurtatious. I didn't have this in my collection, and one of you, I think it was the subscriber, My Serious Voice, I think I'm gonna blame it on you. You asked me if this was similar to the Dior Dentelle. So I'll show you some swatches of both and see if they're similar. So I'm gonna be using that. And I also received this Givenchy lipstick, which I've been loving. And I received this color on 23, Rose Irresistible. And when I first applied, it was too coral. And then, you know me, at the beginning, I don't really like something different and then I make it work and I love it. So sort of something like that happened. So I wanna show you. So I'm going to be using a couple of things that I already have shown you on top of this two new to my collection. I'm also going to be trying for the first time Bite mascara. And so I have certain goodies, but hopefully it'll be a fast and easy one. So if you're interested in all of that, please keep on watching. Okay. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do at this moment. So let's continue. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try the lipstick. Why? Because I don't like to be bare skin. Now, what do I have on my skin? I only have the Westman Atelier foundation stick in Atelier 1. And I did apply some Charlotte Tilbury corrector. As you know, that those two are my favorite. Today is gonna be a very casual sort of look. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna apply is, well, I'll do a second so you see the color of the lipstick. So here we have Rose Irresistible, number 23 on Givenchy. I've been loving this. This is the second one I ordered. I have 16 and I wore it in, I think the last or the previous video, and you guys commented that you like it. I love it. And so I ordered this other color, and now that the Sephora sale ended, I'm thinking, oh my God, I should order a lot more colors. I love it. But let's try this. And there are my dogs barking. So why do I like it so much? Because it's buildable, but you do see some color from the first swipe. So you can make it very light, or you can really make it like a lipstick sort of, because it applies sort of like a balm. And so when I first tried this color, because I was so into the plum pinks that I've been trying lately, I was like, oh no, what is this? Sort of coral, pinkish. I mean, it's called Rose Irresistible, so I thought it was gonna be very rose, but I felt it was more corally or more luminosity. What is it? Fluorescent. I don't know if it's coming across in camera, but I really thought, oh my God, that's too vivid. And then once you'll see how I made it work, I really liked it. I was like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna use a little bit of the lip liner. This is Sisley, which I also been enjoying quite a bit, and this is Sweet Coral. And so far, I really recommend Sweet Coral and the color Beige Natural. These two I really have been reaching for, And this beige natural goes very well with the Nude Boy 16, which is the other color from the same lipstick line. So yes, this is a lot more corally, but because we're gonna apply a coral blush, I'm okay with it. And applying the coral blush really brought it all together. So that's as much as I'm gonna do with this lip liner. And if you want me to swatch it, let me just swatch it real quick here. And oh my God, did I have so many videos lined up that I'm dying to do for you guys. But I'm gonna have to pace myself and do one at a time. But I wish, I'm like, oh, and I wanna do this one, and I wanna do this other one. So anyways, this is Givenchy number 23, and this is 16. 16 and 23. So as you can tell, very, very different. This looks more like a rose, but in that brownish, and this obviously looks rose, but more in the corally, I think. Anyhow, so that's with that. Really like, and they're refillable, and this is very velvet, so it is soft and nice size. So I really like this one. I haven't tried, because this is the velvet sheer. They have a velvet. I'm dying to try those as well. All right. So the next thing, we're gonna put the Fleurtatious, sort of like a base all over. I mean, a base as a blush, but filling the whole cheek. So look how beautiful. Now, what I didn't think about doing is we can do this in one side, and we can do the Dentelle, the Dior, on the other side. Now, if you've been seeing, I was cleaning my brush. If you've been seeing my videos, you know I've been, oh my God, loving this blush. I don't think you guys have, either you already ordered it or you did not get excited like me because I haven't seen you guys getting it. So let me know if you already had it or you're just not interested on this blush, but I love it. So anyhow, that's the Dior Dentelle. And this is the Fleurtatious. So probably you can use it for the same thing. I think this one has a little bit more rose or pink, and this one a little bit more beige. But I don't think there's a big difference. All right, so there you have it. I'll swatch it in my hand in a little bit. So just for the look that we're going, I'm gonna equalize it. So I'm putting a little bit of the Dior on this side, and I'm gonna put the Fleurtatious a little bit over here. Now, I have to say, they feel very different. I'm putting it a little bit here because I am using this as if it's a natural sort of just shade. I'm not putting obviously all over my face, but as I said, I'm kind of feeling the whole cheek or the whole area that you will put blush on. Now, the consistency of the two blushes are a little different. To me, Dior blushes, which I really love, and I've been using them for decades, they disappear a little more, but they kind of blur into your skin. They sort of go all over. The Pat McGrath has been very interesting, and I have really enjoyed them because they really go where you place them. They stay there. They're long lasting. They look vivid. They're harder to blur, but once you blur them and place them, it sort of stays there with that vivid color. The Dior ones start becoming more of your skin sort of thing. So at some point, it looks like you're not wearing a blush, but you still have some of the color. The Pat McGrath blushes, they stay there as a makeup placement. And so there's something to say on both. Now, I started with one blush from Pat McGrath. Now I own, I think like 5 maybe. I am missing 2 or 3. And I'm missing one of them is the cherry. That one I'm very tempted to get next. I was so tempted to buy it. However, because I had bought La Comete from Chanel, and you know this was a limited edition, and this is cherry, very coral. So, but I think they're kind of similar, at least that's in my mind. Maybe not. Maybe that's how I'm convincing myself to get the cherry from Pat McGrath. And anyhow, for this look, this is the blush I thought to go with this lipstick. So, but I didn't want it to go just boom. And that's why I put the Dior or the this new Fleurtatious underneath. So let's just apply this a little bit. There you go. See, boom. And I am doing it on purpose just in the front. Now this blush, when I use it by itself, I find it too strong, but I love it combined, for example, with this underneath, the Dentelle, which that's why I had recommended this with everything, because it is like a joker, like a comodine, like a something you can, it helps you to bring it up, to sway the color, to things like that. And I guess the Temptation is serving the same purpose. But this blush, for example, right now I'm applying it with this, and it looks like this, very vivid. And this vivid is what is being in trend right now, I'm finding out, with like Patrick Ta, boom. And who was the other one that I mentioned made it look very like Patrick Ta? Oh yeah, the super loaded highlight from Westman Atelier. It sort of gives the same kind of ramp up highlight, really up here effect. So I think there's that style for sure. And so I really like it with this lipstick. What do you guys think? So I am going to swatch real quick here the blushes, especially for that subscriber, my serious voice, that requested it. And one of these days, I'm gonna ask, because that's an interesting name, I wanna know how that came about. All right, so for swatching, I'm having to go 2, 3, or 4 times for the Dior to show up. I think that's because it really blends lightly and nice. And like I said, the Pat McGraths usually come, the color payout is immediate. So this is the Dior Dentelle, and this is the Pat McGrath Fleurtatious. So this sort of confirms what I said. This is more beige, and this is a little more pinkish. Can you tell that? Yeah. And so, but again, both I think can serve for the same purpose. I don't know if I would use the Pat McGrath on its own. I like something here, either this coral or one of the pinks, also from either Bridgerton collection, which I love, or from the other one like Desert Nude or things like that. So I think this is a very useful, if you have it in your collection, blush, but it doesn't dissipate and make natural like this one. Now, do you need both? Not really, but I think I would use it for very different purposes. And I still will recommend the Dior. I mean, what can I say? I love it. And it's supposed to be limited edition. So just FYI. Now, the other thing I put a little bit on my eyes is the Fleurtatious, just on the crease. Just because I didn't want to be totally white eyes, even though if it was up to me, I would leave them without mascara. But because I want to try the solid black Bite. This is new. I got it with points from Sephora. And you know, I've been trying different mascaras lately. So it's a little bit thick, but this is also a sample. So I'm not sure how it comes, the full size. But I like that, boy. I like this brush. Look at that. Wow, I guess that's why it's a thick cylinder. Because they wanted to share. You know, in mascara, they say that the main difference that it makes is how the brush is. And so this one is thick. Now let's see what it does to my eyelashes. One mascara that I really enjoyed and I wanted to try it some more is the NARS Climax. And but I misplaced it and I can't find it, and I've been so looking for it because I really like it. It makes very clean eyelashes, very clean and long. This one, look at that. I mean, if I wanted something daily and natural, that's not what I'm getting. But if I was doing a full eye look, I love it. Now we'll see how it performs, because if you've seen me in my other videos, I don't like when it kind of flakes underneath and it makes a whole mess. It cleans easier usually most of the time, but by the time I realize I have it, it's been hours with me looking like a raccoon, I think. So that's why I don't like mascaras that flake out. I mean, nobody does, I'm sure. But I prefer when they're not long lasting or they disappear on you, or even if they don't make a big lashes. I prefer that than the flakiness. All right, so there you have it. It is a little bit more than what I was looking for today, very natural look. Yeah, right? But I really like it. So now let's see how it performs. And so I think that's all I wanted to show you. It was a very quick one and it hasn't dropped me the video, thank goodness. But still, I'm gonna fix it, And so please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Please comment down below if you have this, if you like it, and what did you think of the comparison with the Fleurtatious. And also, I will be trying this new Sephora sponge. I have a beauty blender and I have replaced that in several occasions, but I never tried the Sephora brand, so I thought, why not? I heard that it's great, especially with that kind of shape. And now that I've been loving the Patrick Ta blushes, I really need a new beauty blender or sponge or something, because I think that's the best application for the cream part of it. So anyhow, this is the final look. I hope you enjoy it. I also have the necklace that I showcased in one of the videos is still available, and I've really been enjoying it. So there you have it. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.